Well, this is a fine howdy-do.
Yeah, but you said that last time, and it wasn't fine at the end of it.
Well, that's because you
Mega
were
Man
playing.
1. Yeah, I know. And that had Mega Man 1 jank.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new game. A game that I am playing, not my brother.
Yeah, I know, because somehow I'd find a way to break this one, too. And my sanity.
Anyway, Dr. Elias created Mega Man in the year 2000X.
To stop the evil desires of Dr. Wily.
No, it's Dr. Wily.
Dr. Wily.
However, after his defeat, Dr. Wily created 8 of his own robots to counter Mega Man. I can't read word squat.
No, and can you believe it? Wily made these ones all by himself.
I know, what a big, strong boy he is.
I know. I knew we shouldn't have let him off the hook after the last game. It's Mega Man 2.
Yep. And Mega Man 2, the sequel to Mega Man 1. The one where Inafune actually had some say, if I recall.
Yep. Now, basically, here's a bit of a thing unique to the US port. You have an option for a normal mode or a difficult mode. Difficult mode is what the Japanese game pretty much got originally.
Coincidentally, you can also play the Rockman version on this, which makes you jump into it.
By the way, did we mention we're playing this on the Legacy Collection? You probably wouldn't know that unless we told you this, or you saw how many times I mentioned about the input delay.
Anyway, let's just jump right into it.
You're not playing with any borders on? Lame. So, yeah,
It's an
there's
open
now
border.
8 Robot Masters to tackle.
Yep. And I'm starting with the big kahuna of them all.
The one that everyone goes for.
Metal Man. Wait, what?
A. You might want to check your controls. Press minus. Alright, go down to button configuration. Oh, you turned on the widescreen.
Left side. Whoa. Right
Button configuration.
side. Whoa.
Alright, so jump is B, fire is Y, unless you want to change that.
I don't know what it should be. I mean,
You're
obviously-
playing it!
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, we're back, by the way. Accidentally. It's Y to press A. Start. Press plus.
There we go. And if I hold...
So, you have to hold R, because that's technically select. But you wouldn't know that because you weren't fast enough. Anyway, Metal Man.
Oh, this game has influenced everyone and their grandmother.
Yep, and John might have been easier too because John's got these little things on the way now too. An E-Tank. Essentially a full life restore.
First major obstacle. This game has been known for so many things. Covers done by Brentalfloss, the Dwayne and Brando, back when they were still a dynamic duo before the
Ow, those things actually hurt.
controversy.
The flickering doesn't help either.
Freaking-
What's up with Mega Man? Like, you can barely see the health bar now.
I'm
looking right now at the recording footage. The health bar is just flickering away. I think that's something to do with those spiked crushers.
Oh, here we go. Drill bits. Who else has all had? Bob and George, but I've already mentioned that.
We can defeat anyone.
Yeah.
They were a thing.
We can defeat anyone. Heck, a lot of guys back in the day on webcomic sites like Smack Jeeves and... ow.
Sorry, you forgot you're not Jeeves.
Heck, Two Evil Scientists, if I may even refer to them. Which, ironically, may or may not have had some influence on one of the late Archie comics during their time trying to retcon crap. Where Archie had the rights to both.
Gaming and playing is hard. And talking.
Well, that's because I'm trying to remember everything. The game
Again, you can set the controller settings to whatever you want. That's why I had B as jump and A as shoot.
Well, right now, what's it called? I'm just going off the top of my head.
No, brother.
Yes, that's me. I am the brother.
That's unfortunate. Well, I would basically, if I had my laptop on me, I could actually pretty much look up what's the origins on these robots and what their all personality is like, because I'm pretty sure Mega Man and Bass did that with the special CD thingies.
Oh, yeah. Interesting fact, Gutsman actually likes karaoke.
I know, right?
Not many people know that about the big guy. Oh, crap.
Yeah, so normally, I don't, like... By the way, if you're wondering why we don't know much of these Robot Master names, because we usually don't.
Yep. Out.
All I know is how they behave. Like, take for instance, you gotta hit this guy 3 times. 2, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because his thing respawned.
Oh, is you gonna go for it? Your light flashed before his eyes. Quick question. Will you be able to get that and make it alive?
You know what? The answer is no, folks. The answer is no.
Well,
but I did get it.
Yeah, and on the plus side, his E-Tanks do save. However, Mega Man 2 does have one thing, though, about E-Tanks, is that there's a cap to how much you can hold.
In this game right now.
Yeah, 4 is the max. And if he gets a game over, the E-Tanks go by.
So I better make sure that I use them all efficiently.
Or else, well, we'll just have to cut footage and have you guys think what else happened. Yeah, a lot of people usually start Mega Man 2 with Metal Man because, well, if it's no secret to the 1 or 2 people who have probably never seen this game in action, Metal Man's weapon is actually one of the strongest weapons in the game.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It is disgustingly powerful.
So much powerful, they decided not to change a darn thing about it in,
Wily Wars.
Yep.
Look out for the new
they even made a comment about it in the comics. They're like, wow, this thing is overpowered. I gotta use this more often.
Hell, it's even powerful in Smash if used right.
Oh, very. Anyway, we're at the,
We got Metal Man's door. By the way, here's one thing that they improved
let's
a lot.
show off this.
Press start. There you go. Don't waste the other one now.
Oh, yeah.
So here's one thing, Mega Man. It's start again.
Okay.
So here's one thing Mega Man 2 improved on. The hallways aren't marathons anymore.
Plus, every boss has their own little gimmick here.
So Metal Man basically is a bit of a special case. John, you don't even have to move. You just gotta remember how it's all. Metal Man basically, his attacks are pretty simple to understand. Depending on how high he jumps, is one of your will determine how many metal blades he tosses. If it's a low, it's a 1. If it's medium, he'll do 2, and if it's a high, he'll toss 3.
And of course, we can't forget about his other counterpart, Heavy Metal Man.
Never seen that one.
Do you folks like coffee from the hills of Colombia?
Oh God!
There was.
You make. I
you
didn't
gotta love those
realize
sprite animations. I believe that was from. I forget. It
the
was,
source of the sound. I think you said was like from what, Metalocalypse?
yeah, but the animation itself was on a Newgrounds. It was like a something.
Speaking of
Sprite
metal,
TV3 or something.
here's something that's new. You actually get told what the power up you get is.
And you get a password. That's right.
Because back then, there wasn't a save function.
Now you can see what the password is.
Which really doesn't press A button to memorize it, which really doesn't do John any good, because again, we got this on the Legacy port, which means you can pretty much save your progress whenever on the go. So, start.
Alright, so now that I killed Metal Man,
there are multiple.
Everyone
Not
is
everyone.
Open. At least half the board is going to
as far as I
die
know, the only robot masters that really say that's a nice looking blade you got there is Heat, Quick, and Crash, and Air. In fact, Quickman laughs the most out of them because it's start. We've been over this.
And then you said it was R.
Hold R. Yeah, I think because that's select. I don't know. Maybe you have to.
Oh,
hey! What happened? Not using a rewind function, John.
Look, I'm trying to figure it out. All right. Maybe it was start and select. I don't know.
I can look it up real quick when we go on break.
We'll see.
So, Flashman. By the way, the floor is ice, except it isn't.
Now, interesting thing. There's that.
Yeah, here's one thing John has over the one I played. Mega Man and Dr. Light, after enough forceful interrogations and I guess possibly threats, Dr. Light has successfully removed any source of margarine from Mega Man's feet.
He has decided to go with the I cannot believe it's not butter substitute instead.
He's using the spray variant.
The heathen.
The heathen. Look, that shit's good on corn cobs, okay? Those are some funny looking blocks up there. Shame we can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
You know, for someone who got the metal blades, I'm surprised you're not going gung-ho with them.
You want me to go gung-ho?
You're playing.
Oh, I'll go gung-ho.
You think I'm not, and you really think I'm just gonna not use every weapon I see in Mega Man 4, despite the fact that the charge shot's better in every way, shape, or form? So yeah, the metal blades, they hit hard and they have a lot of ammo to them.
Oh, do they have a lot of ammo? Let's go gung-ho. Oh look, wigglers.
Not only that, but you can also shoot in multiple directions.
Oh, I'm grabbing this.
I don't think... Does Metal Blades work on Walker Joes? Nope, they do not.
That's why I didn't use them. Because my brain subconsciously remembered that little detail.
Yeah, and I think the Rooster...
Is he trying to get through?
He's succeeding.
That's what's shocking.
Yeah, Sniper Joe is a lot more common than you saw him last game.
Also, he's red for some reason.
Orange.
Red, orange.
A shade
They're all
of...
the same. They're all on the same color wheel. Look at this. Oh, I failed.
That sucked. Well, anyway, it wouldn't matter anyway, because there's an E-tank. And even then, it's a dead end afterwards. Unless you have, I think, Crash Bomber.
That's fair.
But yeah, those little walls can't be destroyed unless we have another weapon.
Also,
I'm surprised you're not using Metal Blades again, because again, Metal Blades can be aimed in any direction.
It's a little late. Anyway.
It's a little late, I can tell.
Kangaroo of Death!
Kangaroo of Death? I don't even think there was a kangaroo robot yet.
No, it's a reference to I can defeat anyone, which became we can defeat anyone, to which became we can defeat all the hippos.
And then they went on hiatus.
Indefinitely.
Sad face.
And then Smack Jeeves died. The end.
Yeah, you gotta get up there, and we don't have the magnet beam anymore.
You know, I wonder what those two brothers are doing these days.
They were brothers?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Zhong and the Mad One.
Don't get too off screen, because, they like to respawn. Oh, this is your last life, so make it count.
Of course I will. I've had 2 deaths, and George, why don't you keep a counter in the corner there for every time I die?
And how many times I lose it, too.
I mean...
Anyway, it's Flashman.
Oh, that's the case.
Flush.
So, this guy's gimmick, outside of wanting fancy hair, he can... Well, he could stop time, but, it got cut. His ability got cut short.
Yeah, by the way, that's not even his weakness, surprisingly.
Oh, what is his weakness? Bubble lead?
Crash Bomber. Yeah,
You serious?
I'm serious. It's Crash Bomber. Oh, what's this? Message from Dr. Wright.
You mean light?
I picked up the country clock, Mega Man. Get back here immediately. Item 3.
Get your weapon ready. If it's gonna be the slow cooker here, I'm
not. I'm talking about the butter brand.
Oh.
Yeah, the 3 items you seek or get are just butter brands. Just Country Crock, Land O'Lakes, and Blue Bonnet.
I mean,
and they all make you slide even more worse than they should.
Okay, and this should get that's what my password is for that. So if
anyone
wants to start from there, get some practice in for speedrunning. Yo.
Speedrunners do their stuff in the beginning. That's really their code of conduct.
I don't really get speedrunners. Elaborate what the whole big deal is.
They want to see how fast they can beat the game in different categories, even certain percentiles.
Okay, fair enough, but counterpoint,
Checkmate. I said we can just wait on break, and I can look up what buttons it is to press to get the funny thingy.
Doesn't matter. We're in Woodman stage.
And he is incredible.
Yes, that is the joke. Wood. Prepare for wood and make it good. Honestly, there's so many remixes of this.
Well, it's a good theme. Mega Man 2 has a lot of good music.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, people clearly do this just to, just to have fun on the internet. I mean, I think Steve Gunner does this whole thing dedicated to Woodman every year.
I missed that. I don't know. Is he still around?
Surprisingly, it is.
Did the Nintendo Ninjas finally get to him?
No, they have not. The Nintendo Ninjas did not kill Steve Gunner. They only killed his alter ego, Givas Hunter.
Did you know these things are actually, I think, weak to Quick Boomerang? You can fire diagonally.
I know, but...
Your brain rot's kicking in now? Don't worry, mine kicked in a couple minutes and last time we played Mega Man.
Bad kitty.
That's not a kitty, it's a dog. You're thinking of Mega Man 3.
Maybe.
No, Mega Man 3 did have the kitty cat.
And I died. Well,
That sucked.
That is a game over.
And I guess we'll see you back when we hit to that point.
Let's continue. Hey, look, I'm just saying.
I know.
I'm literally a archive of the internet here, and a lot of people...
Of 2000, early 2000s internet.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize what the crap they all missed. They're not going to know the love and dedication sprite artists put into their Sonic OCs. They're not going to know who the hell Cold Steel the Hedgehog is. Cold Steel the Hedgehog.
We already brought him up in Mario World. I think the proper term you're looking for is we're never going to have another person draw Metal Man or Quick Man as gracefully as possible, like the We Can Feed Anyone.
Yeah, that's fair. Nor someone willing to write fan comics as much as that. You know, you want to know a fun fact.
What? Is it actually fun?
Well, actually, no, it has more to do with Sonic.
Monkeys!
But we'll work our way into it later. Oh, shit. Oh...
Come on, John. Items do despawn after a while.
I'm making my way as fast as I can.
I want to save some from the boss.
Coming at me.
I wonder if the mic can sometimes pick up whatever Jake's saying.
It sometimes can. There we go.
Ow. Man, look at all this weapon energy.
He says, I have.
As he gets smacked in the face. By the way, your E-tanks are gone because you kind of died and game overed.
Oh, no!
Anyway.
You know, I didn't think about that till you mentioned it.
Really?
Really?
Man, that's some goldfish memory right there.
You just watch about
when we get to Mega Man,
I'm gonna wonder what the heck happened to all my E-tanks. You're gonna tell me that they're all gone, and I'm like, why didn't you tell me that? You're gonna say I did.
You're gonna get to Mega Man 5 until he forget that the M tank exists.
Oh
yeah, by the way, the roosters are immune to Metal Blade.
I forgot about the deadly old Pollo Loco.
God. This reminds me of the... have you ever seen the French commercial for Mega Man 2?
Oh, wait, I flashed up. Okay.
Did you ever see the French commercial for Mega Man 2?
I have not.
Wily, it's just basically, talking about how Mega Man was coming back. And they had even an interview with Wily, but he looked so freaking weird. Like, you couldn't see him, but... It was like a black, shadowy figure you couldn't see. And for some reason, he had, Grinch fingers.
Well, they were trying to do that whole...
I know what the whole story with the ending thing, but seriously, it just looked bizarre. Also, he laughed, too. George, you can show a clip of that?
Classic.
I miss... Everyone talked about their favorite rendition of Wily. Mine's the one with the Grinch fingers.
Anyway, like I was saying, speedrunners, what's their whole point?
It's just for fun. Some people do stuff
and they keep running the same game over and over and over again, thousands of times. I mean, how do they not go insane?
Because people discover new things here and there.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, seriously, have you seen Ocarina of Time speedrunners? How there's now a new strat to basically skip Ganon? And pretty much a new way to pretty much, I think it was actually to skip the whole tower collapsing sequence. Well,
that is impressive, I will admit, but, I don't know, what are they going to do when they can't pull those tricks off anymore, when they're, in their 40s? Is there going to be
Are you going to really just keep... Dude, they jump over you.
I didn't know they can jump over me.
What do you think they're galloping for?
They're prancing, because they're chickens.
Should we do Wily Wars?
I mean...
Look, I've seen gameplay of Wily Wars, and it is much more different than the original classic titles are.
Plus,
Mega Man's hitbox being weird with some projectiles going clearly through his head. And it's that didn't happen.
Plus, I hear it's one of the only games that...
It got a physical release a couple years back, finally. For a U.S. port, I mean, and I think that was dedicated from what were they called again? Limited Run, I think it was. Okay, what happened there?
I tripped. At the finish line.
George.
Actually, can I just stand here and fire upward? I can!
And die at the same time.
Well, I learned something new today.
Yeah. You died in the process, though.
Listen.
Oh, would have been so incredible John can't even get to He's too starstruck by all of his glory.
This power is amazing.
God.
Oh, what do you think they're gonna do if they do a Mega Man 2112? I mean,
End the story. Get us to X territory.
well,
Show us Zello.
Oh, mistranslations, gotta love it.
Yeah, I know. We'll get to that one next when we get to X6.
All right, now we're kicking with fire.
No, you're not. You gotta deal with the roosters.
Okay, listen. We'll talk about who roosts where in a minute.
I don't know if you have, like... Again, I think they'll jump over you if you're too close.
You know what? I'm gonna do one better.
You're gonna make them roadblocks?
Zawada!
Yeah, I got a good one, Dio. Are you seriously just all spawning in it? Oh, wow. You actually made use of flash
I told
stopper.
you! I tripped at the finish line! You didn't believe me.
No, I believed you. Trust me, I tripped at finish lines too. My personal favorite was in test playing through Mega Man 4. Every time I seem to have died near the end of Ringman's level.
Anyway.
It's Woodman. Totally incredible.
Prepare for wood and make it good. Oh, you asshole.
Dude, most of Woodman's damage comes from his weapon and his contact damage. The falling leaves just do the least amount of damage.
So I just have to jump Woodman's thing.
Leaf shield, yeah.
Listen, if I had the leaf shield, I'd be fine. It'd be so much easier to beat. Oh wait, wrong.
Woodman beats Woodman. Who would have thought? Man, these weapon triangles sure are getting weird.
Well, anyway, point is,
just jump over his leaf shield and you'll be fine. Just don't touch him or the leaf shield.
Log bin time. Interesting fact about Woodman, he is actually one of the few robot masters that is actually more than 70% wood.
I thought you were just gonna say he was incredible, but okay.
Listen, we know how incredible Woodman is, all right?
I know, but I just can't help but bask in the fact. Anyway, Leaf Shield. This is actually, I guess you can say it's technically the start of the shield-based weapons in the Mega Man series.
All right, and there's the password for those who want to play at home.
I mean, I guess you can technically say that... Technically, I just said that again. Firestorm would be considered the first shield weapon because Mega Man does surround himself in a little fire barrier when he launches it. So, where to next, John?
Bubbles.
Start. We've been over this. Alright, you want to take a break after this, by the way?
Yeah. So, Bubble Man, the deep sea diver.
He's the Bubble Man. He's got something to say.
Nuh-uh. Dead. Good. I'm not fucking with you.
God.
Oh, Dwayne Brando. Why did it have to end that way? Look, I'm just glad Brando's at least doing okay out of the hopefully nothing
Hey,
else.
an extra life. That's the first one we've seen all games so far that we could actually get.
Oh God, these platforms. Ah!
I actually
there goes that extra life.
Well, we put it to good use, I guess.
He put it to good use. He died as he lived, going down a waterfall.
He died as he lived. Terminal velocity from physics from Mega Man 1.
What the?
That was the Toad's still alive. It's still following you.
Yeah, that's one thing.
I noticed that.
Fire on this.
I noticed that, by the way, when you Bubble Man's got pretty good music.
You know, there's actually a bunch of guys who did their own song versions of these. They actually sang with Brentalfloss. I forget their name, but they wrote. You might know their song as their main song as "I Want to Be the One That Fights for Justice." Oh God, spikes.
Oh yeah, here's another thing Mega Man 2 introduced: actual water physics. So now, whenever John jumps, his height is increased.
Oh God, the little.
So might want to be careful how you jump there, John. Because we'll be seeing this again in Mega Man X5.
What?
I don't know. Who's X? For more information, watch the Ruby Spears cartoon.
Oh god, I forgot about that crossover.
Oh god, the fact you mentioned the whole Guts Man thing in the first game, and you totally forgot that they used clips from that episode.
Well,
What gives?
Oh, vile. If I recall, I think Kurt Morrow actually had a point on that show, and I want to say that at one point there was a guy who did the guy who did Proto Man actually might have also done
Out of Metal Blades. Gotta play with skill now. He laughs at your pathetic leaf shield. What'd you expect? I'm gonna throw this wood at this piece of metal.
Oh crap! I just realized where I am.
Yeah, to the end. Without Metal Blades.
Attack of the Killer Crabs!
Crab battle!
Oh crap.
Man, I really hate... Man, it really sucks there's no energy balancer, huh?
You mean the weapon converter? Yeah.
That's what it's called, the energy balancer.
It's raining crab! Oh geez, everything's returning to crab.
Crab battle!
Alright. Let's do this.
Let's find the man who makes the bubbles. Oh yeah, by the way, pro tip.
Bubbles!
By the way, pro tip, don't jump when you enter the doorway. Mega Man will have no trouble going up to the ceiling.
Speaking of ceilings.
I guess you could technically say this is actually Bubble Man's weakness, I think. Or was it Quick Boomerang? No, Quick Boomerang beats Metal.
Look, I don't know the rock, paper, scissors. All I know is
Mega Man.
Metal Man kills almost everything.
I'll say, well, good, because the rock, paper, scissors thing's jank in the next game, where there's a weapon pentagon, then a weapon triangle. Anyway, Bubble Lead. It's about as exciting as it sounds. It's bubble filled with lead.
Now that might be a war cry.
I mean, how heavy lead could be, no wonder whenever you jump and shoot, it immediately goes down instead.
Well, not only that, I mean...
Alright, but you want to take a break for now?
Yeah, we'll take a break. When we see you all next time, we're going after all the non-Metal Man guys.
See ya
soon.